Hey, how's it going everyone? Welcome to the channel, and I'm here for a versus video for you guys. Now, this is actually a versus video I thought about doing for a little bit, and I know it's been a while since I've last done a versus video on this channel, but yeah, so for this versus video, we'll be comparing two albums, and the two albums we'll be comparing are Led Zeppelin 2 versus Van Halen 2. Now, right off the bat, both of these albums are great, so there is a little bit of competition between the two. And the reason I thought it would be interesting to talk about and compare both albums is, well, because they're both from classic rock bands, and they're also the second albums from each band. So let's go ahead and first talk about Led Zeppelin 2. Now, this is actually my second favorite Led Zeppelin album. If you're curious, my favorite is the debut album, but this one is definitely a close second. It's definitely a great album. Really, I don't think you can go wrong with anything off this album. I mean, there's definitely a lot of great songs. I mean, some of my favorites would have to be What Is and What Should Never Be, The Lemon Song, Heartbreaker, Living Loving Maid, and Ramble On. These are just really great songs. Now, there are some songs on this album that I don't really return to a whole lot, such as Bring It On Home. It's not a bad song, but I just don't go to it a lot, that's all. Like I said, not a weak moment on this album, but you can't return to everything all the time, of course. But yeah, still a very solid album, and obviously a classic, definitely one of Led Zeppelin's best, at least in my opinion. But then we got to talk about Van Halen 2, which is a great album for sure. I mean, you got great songs on here like You're No Good, Somebody Get Me a Doctor, Out of Love Again. I mean, these are all great songs. Now, when comparing the two albums, which one would I say I like more? Well, I don't know how popular this opinion is, but I'd actually go with Led Zeppelin 2. This is the winner for me. Now, Van Halen 2, it's a great album, don't get me wrong, but I just find less flaws with this album than this album. And also, like I said, Led Zeppelin 2 is my second favorite Led Zeppelin album, and I can't say that I feel the same way about Van Halen's second album. Like this, I personally wouldn't put this in the top 3 best Van Halen albums, but still a very solid album though. I mean, it's still a great album, don't get me wrong. It still has a lot of enjoyment to it. But again, Led Zeppelin 2 to me just has less flaws, I think. And some of the songs, I just feel like Van Halen 2 has more songs that don't have as strong replay value. Now, there's not really any weak moments on Van Halen 2, but again, just doesn't have this. Some of the songs just don't have the strongest replay value. But again, this album is just more flawless than Van Halen 2 is. So Led Zeppelin 2 is the winner for me. This wins the versus video. So let me know what you guys think. Which album do you like more, Led Zeppelin 2 or Van Halen 2? Now, there's no wrong answer here. They're both great albums, so let me know what you think. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day, and take care.